is reviewing achievements and challenges. So we have to review what my employees have achieved in organizational field, also in extracurricular fields. Like if an employee is working in a company, if the employee is achieving something out of my company, that is also my achievement. So we have to keep that in track, and also the challenges they are facing, the problems they are facing. The third thing is providing feedback and coaching, like whatever challenges they are facing, or suppose if someone is joining new in our company, we have, after 1 month or 2 months, we have to ask them, we have to ask for their feedback, that what you are facing in a good way, what challenges you are facing, what problems that you think there is in the particular department, what we can solve for you, we can do better for you, right? The third thing is identifying areas for improvement. As I have already told that after getting to know about the flaws, about the challenges, we have to identify that in which areas as a human resource manager we can improve. So these things comes under performance appraisal. The fourth point under operative functions is compensations and benefits. These functions deals with designing and managing fair and attractive salary structures and benefit programs. Obviously, compensations and benefits work as the biggest motivation in an organization for any employee. Right, we have to give them proper remuneration, proper salary of whatever they are doing, and other than monetary provinces, we also need to provide them non-monetary preferences as well if an employee is performing good in our organization. So under compensation, we can say the first thing is job evaluation and salary surveys. We have to survey the whole thing, that whatever job the person is doing, we have to evaluate that, and according to that we have to survey the salary for that particular employee. Next is incentive and bonus structures. If an employee is going beyond his limits, beyond his borders, and doing or performing something for the organization, we have to provide them extra incentives and bonus. The third thing under compensation is provident fund. In regular language we call it as PF. Next is insurance and medical benefits. These are the basic needs which a employee should be provided if he or she is under employment of an organization, like the medical benefits, right? It's my duty that my employee gets particular medical benefits, and my employee gets particular ESI. Whenever they will need, whenever their family will need, proper insurance system as well as provident fund. The fourth thing under compensation and benefits is pay equity and compliance with wage laws. Like there should be equity, right? If the labor laws or the wage laws is saying that for per day a labor should be the minimum charge of a labor is rupees 150, we cannot do it in 120 or 100. We have to pay them 150 according to the laws of the government of India. So we have to pay equally. Suppose I am paying for a same post, I am paying a female 10,000 per month, and I am paying a male 15,000 per month. That will not work. I have to always remember the equity, and I have to pay them equally. The fifth point is employee welfare. After understanding all these 4 points, we are coming to our fifth point and the third last point, that is employee welfare under the operative functions. So welfare activities aim to improve the well-being and morale of the employees. Okay, so what is the morale of the employees? It's like motivating the employees. So it is helping in motivating them to retain them in the organization. How? By giving health and safety programs. Obviously, if I as an employee is working somewhere, I will expect that my organization will look after my health and safety programs. Next is recreational facilities. We all do 9 to 5 jobs. In hospitals, people are doing night shifts, evening shifts, morning shifts. It's 24/7 duties, emergency duties. So there should be some recreational facilities which employees should get. Suppose if a management staff or a nurse is doing a night duty, that particular employee should be given a day off for doing a particular or 2 night duties. So that is kind of a recreational facility that should be given to the employee. Next is counseling and support service under employee welfare. So proper counseling should be done if any employee is facing any kind of issues, especially any kind of mental issues. So proper counseling, like we cannot harass that employee, right? We cannot harass that person or blame that person. We have to go to the roots that what has happened, and if it's our fault, we have to accept that, and if it's their fault, we cannot accuse them. We have to make them understand, make the employee understand, and always counsel the employee that what is wrong and what is right. Okay. The fourth thing under employee welfare is grievance redressal mechanisms. What is that? Obviously there must be some grievances. If a person is working under someone, there has had to be some grievances at some point of time. If a person is not having any kind of grievances working in any organization, then it must be said that there is some kind of problems. Okay, so grievances is very natural, but grievances should not be, there shouldn't be, the human resource managers shouldn't keep a chance that the grievances increases day by day. Okay, it should be there that grievances may come, challenges may come, there may be many bottlenecks while working in an organization, but as an HR manager, the operational function is to solve those grievances. Whenever we are getting to know as a HR that my employee is facing any kind of problem, the preliminary role that I will have to handle that, I have to go, I have to find out the root of the problem, and I will have to solve that. The second last thing under operative functions is industrial relations. Maintaining healthy relations between the employer and employees, especially in unions in environment. What is that? The number one point under industrial relationship is negotiation with labor unions. There are labor unions, right? The laborers who are working in an organization, they have their own team. So as a manager or as a human resource manager, we always have to negotiate with them about any kind of terms, any kind of salary related structure, so that from both the ways we are satisfied. As a HR also, we are satisfied with the terms that is being done, and from the union also, from the union labor or the labor unions, they should also be satisfied with whatever they're getting out from the organization. Next is handling strikes and lockouts. Strikes, as I told, that grievances will be there. When the grievances increases, these kinds of activities start happening, like strikes, lockouts. If there is happening all these things, we should be aware of that, and we should be prepared so that we can handle the whole situation, right? Next is ensuring legal compliance with labor laws. So there are many lawful things that should be kept in mind while we are working with the laborers. The fourth thing that we can consider under industrial relationships is promoting communication between management and workers, which is very, very important. It is very easy, like higher management staff, whenever we are dealing with another higher management staff, it is very easy to deal with because we both are on the same page. Okay, but when a higher management staff is dealing with a lower management staff, it is very difficult to deal with them because we are not on the same page. They will not understand from which grounds I am saying, and vice versa. It's not that I will also understand everything, or the higher personnel will understand everything. It's not like that. The higher post, the person who is holding the higher post or in the higher management will also not understand what they will say, and it is vice versa, right? It's likewise. So there should be a proper communication, there should be a communication bridge, there should not be any communication gaps. Next is, after industrial relationship, we can say the last point under the operative functions of a human resource manager is HR records and information system. Obviously a very, very important thing, documentation, right? Maintaining accurate and secure employee records is crucial for decision making. Whenever we are hiring anyone, we are hiring any employee, we have to keep in mind that we take all kinds of document of those employees, whatever we are needing for our organization, so that in future, if anything comes, if anything is lost or anything happens, we can track the employee in a proper way. We can you can get the documents out of it whenever it is needed. And why is it told that information system? Because we will get to that. The first point is the human resource software or HRIS for data analysis. Nowadays, as I told you, technology is evolving, as well as we are keeping the records in hard copy. Suppose for an employee, we are taking the CV for that employee, we are taking all kinds of certifications that he has gone through in his career life, the educational certifications, the experience certifications, and everything, right? So we are taking those in hard copies, but on the other side, as well as the hard copies, we always have to keep in mind that we will keep the soft copies as well. Next is employee personal and work records. We have to be aware of the work records that the employee is holding, and we have to get the copy of it. Next is attendance and leave management. Whenever an employee is working in any organization, it is mandatory that the attendance should be properly maintained, so their salary is properly sorted, right? So attendance should be maintained properly, and whatever leaves the employee is having, suppose the employee is having few sick leaves, few earned leaves, so how are they managing those? And if they are taking any leave, what is the process of taking any leave? What is the process of approval from the head of the department? So everything should be properly understood, and proper cooperation should be done from the human resource department. And the last thing under HR records is compliance documentation and audit trials. So whenever any audit happens or any mock audit happens, we have to keep in mind that the documentation should always be properly done under proper supervision, under keeping in mind all the lawful interactions or interrogations, and in that way the documentation should be kept so that no flaws can be found out. So in this class, or we may say in this video, we got to know about the managerial tasks or the managerial functions of a HRM, and the operative functions or operational functions of HRM. So this class we will end it here, and the rest will be discussed in the next class. Thank you.